All right, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live. I hope you're all having an amazing Thursday. So, I wanted to just come on here and update everybody on what's been happening with me, Dickerson Real Estate Group, where we're headed, and just talk about a few market updates and answer some for rent by owner questions that I've been getting as I've been talking to landlords over the last month or so. So, if you're watching right now, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the chat. Is it on this side? On my side, it's on this side. So leave me a question. But let's get into it. So let's talk Dickerson Real Estate Group, life, what's been happening. So honestly, a lot has been happening these days with me. Again, just to introduce myself, I'm Kyla. I'm a realtor and landlord agent and the co-owner of Dickerson Real Estate Group. And I just want to thank you for subscribing to this channel. I know it's been a little while since we've uploaded videos, but I can guarantee you that we'll have some brand new videos coming up here in the next week. So let me know what you want to see. If you want to see mansions, we can definitely do that. I have access to that. We can also do different locations around Texas. We'll talk about me in a second. We'll get to my bio, but uh whole my goal is to be that resource for anybody moving to San Antonio who want from out of town and you want to know more about the city. So I'm also going to be uploading more city tours and more specific tours around San Antonio of specific spots like downtown San Antonio, Bernie, Texas. Popular restaurants here. 'Cause I'm always also getting asked for recommendations. So let me know what you want to see in the comment section, and I'm happy to make that for this channel. Again, this channel is for tours. It's for, um, just for my clients who are relocating from out of town to San Antonio. So, like I said, mansions, apartments, single and multifamily homes, different areas. So, from what I've seen in my analytics, if you're a YouTuber, then you have what are called analytics, and they'll tell you, the numbers, who viewed what video, the longest they viewed it, the view count. And I have a luxury apartment tour on my channel that has gotten over 2,000 views. So that tells me that y'all want more luxury apartment tours, which I definitely will post. But again, leave them in the comments, in the chat, and I'm happy to make any kind of video that you guys want to see. But back to myself, and like I said, what's going on with me. So over the last few weeks, I've really just been working on pivoting and adjusting to the new changes as a result of the NAR lawsuit. Y'all know what that is? I know in the realtor world, it's definitely just caused a lot of not stress, but just a lot of uncertainty with realtors and loan officers. And with buyers agents, those realtors who work specifically with buyers to help them find new homes. So basically, this lawsuit, I'm just going to move this microphone. I don't know, I'm going to find a way to get comfortable. Okay. So basically, this lawsuit, or this settlement rather, has to do with the National Association of Realtors, which is the largest real estate trade association in the country. They were sued by home sellers for over $1 billion because they were being accused of price fixing. So basically, they were accusing real estate agents of not showing their homes based on how much they were willing to offer for a buyer's commission. Typically, it's 6% commission. As far as what's being taken out of the overall sales price once the home sells to a buyer. So 3% of that goes to the buyer, 3% of that goes to the seller. So in the MLS, it's very common, or was very common, for the seller to list a 3% commission. And that basically, some agents, they use that number as a reason to, or as a motivating factor when it came to recommending that home to their client. And if a home had a lesser commission amount, let's say 2%, 1%, then it was very likely that that listing would not be seen or shown by as many agents because of the smaller commission. Y'all get me? Y'all get me right. I'm not rambling, right? So anyway, this lawsuit, what happened was that, at the end of the day, with this lawsuit, the buyer's commission can no longer be shown in the MLS, number one. Number two, buyers are going to have to represent themselves because the 3% commission will no longer be a requirement by the seller. Isn't that insane? If you're watching right now, thanks. Welcome to the live stream. We're just talking about the lawsuit, the National Association of Realtors lawsuit, that basically takes away buyer's commissions, and that could definitely impact your ability to find a buyer's agent. Anyway, so they not only took the buyer's commission out of the MLS, they stripped that from the agreement. So now that 3% is either going to have to come out of the buyer's loan amount, or the seller is going to have to offer that concession as a form of compensation. Y'all, if I'm rambling, this is my first live in 2 years almost, so bear with me. These will get better and more formalized. I'm just trying to really get used to being on camera live. I'm used to having everything edited, like in TikToks and short form and YouTube, but stay with me. But as I was saying, that just changes a lot. Buyers have no representation. You can't see the buyer's commission in the MLS, and buyers will be required to sign contracts with the agents that they're working with, and that could impact investors because, and that's part of who I work with, real estate investors, on finding tenants and helping them find new deals. Basically, we're going to have to enter into an agreement possibly. So they're also writing up this literature. Everything is still so new. That's why I want to be that resource for you when it comes to getting you what's new on this NAR lawsuit and this NAR settlement. But basically, I'm just having to adjust to all of these new changes. So I started to really think about my value to you guys as a realtor. That's why I have my realtor values. This is my For Rent by Owner. And this is where I just list out everything that I do, my mission, what I'm here to do for my clients, how I can help. And this is going to have to be at the forefront in every conversation, value, because buyers are going to have to pay an agent out of pocket. So they're going to need a reason. They're going to have to be, it's going to have to be basically a no-brainer as to why they should work with you. And I started expanding that into every avenue of real estate that I work with. So For Rent by Owner, buyers, seller, and working with renters looking for apartments and single family homes. So I've been really into that. That's been taking up a lot of my time, just really thinking about how I can articulate my value. I wouldn't say like a rebrand, but a more value driven approach to helping out customers and clients and stuff like that. That's been a big part of what I've been up to. I'm starting to get more comfortable. Okay, y'all see me? No. But, that's what I've been up to, number 1. Number 2, I've just been working on planning out new content, new videos, and new things like that. So we have a podcast coming up, my dad and I. My dad is a market expert. He's also the co-founder. He's on the DBA of Dickerson Real Estate Group. So we've been working on new podcast topics. We've had a lot of new equipment come in for podcasts on the go. So for example, if we want to pull up to a built to rent new construction site, new podcast for you there. $1 million luxury home podcast for you there. So we're just trying to prepare for all of the new unique style of content that we really are looking forward to making and creating for you guys. As a matter of fact, I need to send him a link to this live stream. I told him I'd be sending him one. Can y'all hear me? Hello, test test. Okay. I'm going to send him a link to this right now. I'm already 10 minutes in, but Even though there's nobody watching right now, how's everybody doing? Hang on, I'm just on my computer trying to send him a link to this. But But yeah, so we're about 10 minutes in, and I wanted to get into some market updates. So I know a lot of people have been talking about how interest rates have been going through the roof, how expensive housing has been, how Americans are in all this debt and they can't afford to pay their bills. And that is definitely true. Um, that's definitely true, especially with housing in some parts of the country. But from what I've been reading, San Antonio is actually the opposite of all of those high interest rates. Well, interest rates are still high. They're around 7.6% right now. But as far as home prices, man, San Antonio, where the rest of the nation has had a 5% increase, San Antonio has had a 5% decrease in housing costs. As a matter of fact, mortgages are going through the roof here in San Antonio. And if you've been on Instagram, Facebook, I'm sure you've seen those agents who are absolutely killing it right now. And good for them. Like I said, the housing market is hot right now. So if you've been wondering whether or not you should buy a home, and I'm sending him a link right now, definitely go ahead and get a house because housing prices right now are dropping by the day. Let me see. So I know I've seen some listings that are as low that have had a price decrease of as much as $150,000. So if you're looking for a home here in the area, definitely come on down. Don't hesitate. All right. Just give me one second, y'all. I'm just sending him a link. Let's see. All right. So my audio is working. But yeah, now is actually a great time. We're actually approaching what's called a buyer's market. And if you don't know, a buyer's market is when there is more inventory on the market. So the buyer has more of an option when it comes to picking the home that they want. So for sellers, you're going to have to be a lot more competitive when it comes to pricing your home, offering concessions, and making your home something that real estate agents want to show their clients. So, with that being said, as that translates over into the rental market, we're also experiencing a renter's market. So, for rent by owner landlords out there who are trying to find a tenant for their home, and your home has been sitting for 20, 30, 40, 50 days, and you have no idea why, it's probably because but renters have so many other options that they really have their pick of the litter at this point. So let's say reach out to me and I'll help you just talk about the best options for you and making your listing the most competitive and attracting those renters with 700 plus credit scores that make more than the income, and those renters that will treat your home like the most valuable asset that it is. But basically, renters, they're looking for things like deals. They're looking for things like pricing compared to all the other homes in the area, what perks your home has. I've listed homes in the past with solar panels, AT&T already pre-wired, swimming pools, and those homes were on the market for less than 60 days. So San Antonio has been a pretty consistent renters market over the last, 4 or 5 years or so as I've been working in this market. And I know they're still building homes in San Antonio and apartments and built to rent homes to where if you wanted to buy, sell, or rent, it's an amazing time for you. So just come on over. If you have any questions, just feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text message, and we'll have a conversation about that. But Yeah, guys, but another update for you. I've also been getting involved in credit repair, and I've really enjoyed that. I've actually raised my own score 30 points since getting involved in credit repair. And what I can help you do is really fight those stubborn, records that you might have had, collections or inquiries or different things that have been bringing down your score that have been keeping you from buying that home that you deserve or renting that apartment that you deserve. So I've been learning how to repair credit because honestly, when it comes to buying and renting, credit is the most important factor. Income is a factor. I've worked with renters who have asked about providing 6 months of income up front because their credit scores have been, under a 600, and income is okay. But what they consider more is credit because it shows that you can pay your bills on time and it shows that you are responsible and you hold yourself accountable to making sure those payments get made. And of course, the higher your score, the more you qualify for or the better. So I also help out with credit repair services now. And really, guys, if you've been reaching out, needing help, wanting advice, I do also want to thank you for taking the time to remember me and ask me for my help and my expertise in your real estate journey, which I don't take lightly at all. So, again, thank you for reaching out to me. I've also had some really good friends of mine from my old jobs uh, tell me that they love the YouTube video or the short content that I used to make or that I make that I make on my Instagram and on my TikTok. Check that out. My Instagram is Kyla Dickerson and my business Instagram is it's Dickerson Real Estate Group. My TikTok is the Kyla Dickerson and my business TikTok is Dickerson Real Estate Group as well. But that is definitely encouraging. I know as an agent, sometimes it can be easy to compare yourself to different people doing different things, and that can really take a toll on your own personal productivity because you see them doing so much here and so many things there that, it can feel like you're not doing enough. But those people who have taken the time to reach out to me with very kind and encouraging words, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. It definitely helps. And I want you guys to look forward to more content and more videos and more, how to's. So definitely send me questions. Text me 210-852-8529. Call me and let me know if you need help, if you have anything you want me to cover. I've actually been in property management for the last 3 years now. I actually have seen so many different situations when it comes to not properly pre-screening your tenants, requirements, how important it is to have every single interaction documented, how important it is to have proof of income, proof of social, all the numbers written down, everything tracked. So if you're needing to list your home for rent or even find a rental, I'm definitely here to help you out with that. But it's been about 18 minutes now. So am I rambling? No. It's been about 18 minutes, but let me know again if you have any questions and definitely expect a live stream every single day. Expect a lot more interaction, a lot more of an audience, fingers crossed, hopefully, as we, you know, let the algorithm know that we're live, that we're here to educate, here to help, here to interact. I know these lives definitely help build community. And my main goal with the Dickerson Real Estate Group community is to expand, not just buyers, but to for rent by owner landlords, tenants, home sellers. I want us just to be a very happy, educated community of real estate professionals, home buyers, sellers. So if you see any of our uploads, I'll definitely, send out email blasts. So join our email list on our website, dickersonrealestategroup.com. I'll send out blasts and share those videos with anybody that you know who's looking for real estate support. but we're on 19 minutes and 49 seconds. So if you're here watching this live, thank you so much for taking the time. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday evening, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's live stream. Let me know what you think about this live. This is the very first of many, so nowhere to go, nowhere up, nowhere to go but up from here. But thanks again for taking the time to watch, and we'll see you in tomorrow's live stream, y'all. Be blessed, stay well, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice night.